friends, hope you're all doing good and you're super excited for the next topic that we take. We're going to talk about the 16 zones and their attributes today. The same 16 zones that we had done earlier, I hope you all remember them, and we are going to further understand how these zones are subdivided, what are the elements, what are the shapes, what are the colors that they belong to. Okay, so let's start with north. Like you can see in the picture above, north is the triangle that has been highlighted in blue. Why have I taken blue color there? Any guesses? Yes, you're right. That's because north depicts water element. Super. So, what are the attributes of north? Money and opportunity is what the north direction gives us. Now, let's further understand, since it is water element, you all know the color that belongs to this zone would definitely be blue. Yes, what is the other color? Can you all guess what could be the other color? It is black. Now let's understand why is black considered as the part of north. Because what is it? How does the ocean looks to you in the day? It reflects the color of the sky, right? Yes, that is the reason we consider water to be blue color. Water is definitely colorless, yes, but since it takes the color of the sky, we consider it to be blue in color. Now, since it takes the color of the sky in the night and it's very dark, don't you think you've seen these beaches which look really dark to us and the color looks kind of black? Yes, that's the reason that we would be considering north to be blue as well as black in color. Now let's go further. The element is water, like I told you. The colors, that is black and blue, that we have already discussed. What could the shape be? Any guesses? Yeah, right. The shape is wavy. So anything that is in the shape of a wave definitely belongs to the north of our house. Now let's move to our next zone. Do you all remember what do we have next? Yes, you were right. We have north of northeast. What does north of northeast gives us? It gives us health and immunity. Yes, you are right. Anything where you feel there is a problem with health related, it definitely means the north of northeast is imbalanced. We will come to this later on about balancing and imbalancing the zone. Let's understand the attributes. The attribute of north-northeast is health and immunity. The element that it belongs to is again water. The color remains the same because the element is the same. It is blue and black in color, and the shape also remains the same, that is wavy. What is the next zone? Yes, you're right, it is northeast. What does northeast give us? It gives us clarity of mind. Now recall the Vastu Purush Mandal that we spoke about. The head of Vastu Purush lies towards the northeast of the house. Yes, hope you all remember that. So northeast gives us clarity of mind. Right, now like you can see in the chart, it is again blue in color. Yes, it is water element. Also, a part of earth element is involved here. We will come to that later. Let's move further. But yes, we would be considering it to be blue in color. The shape and the element remains the same. It is water element and the shape remains wavy. Now let's move to our next zone. What is it? It's between northeast and east. Like you can see in the diagram above, it is green in color. Yes, you're right. The elements changes here. We now move to air element, which is our second element. The colors that belong here is green. Why do you think I would have taken this green in color? Because it depicts the trees. Yes, you're right that there are two colors here that we need to take in consideration. That is green and brown, because these are the two colors that our nature shows us, right? The leaves are green in color and the branches, the bark are brown in color. Okay, now what could the element be? Okay, we've already discussed that. That's air element. What could the colors be? That is green and brown in color. What could the shape be? Any guesses? So it is rectangular in shape. We would be considering air element rectangle. So what is the attribute of east northeast? Like you can see in the picture above, the one that is highlighted in green in color, that's east northeast, and the attribute is fun and recreation. Yes, it's a beautiful zone. It depicts the fun, the enjoyment that we've been having in our life. Yes, imbalances in this zone would definitely would be a drawback. Right, let's move to the next zone, that's east. Again, you can see the picture above, east, that has been highlighted in green in color, exactly at 90 degrees from the north of our house. Right, now what is the attribute of east? It is social associations, the connections that you have with your friends, the society, all is being governed by this zone. The element remains the same. Since the color remains the same, it is air element, and the color is brown and green. Shape again remains the same, like you all remember, it's rectangular. What is the next zone that we have? Yes, you're right, it is east of southeast. What is the attribute that it gives us? It says it is anxiety and churning. Can you all see in the picture? It's been clearly mentioned, it is anxiety and churning. Does it say it is a negative zone? No, not really, but we need to understand this in a better way. Again, the color it shows is green in color. It's been highlighted in green. So yes, that definitely means the element, the color and the shape still remains the same. The element is air element, the color is brown and green in color, and the shape is rectangular. Let's move to our next zone. What is it? It is southeast. Yes, the color in the picture is changing. Can you all see the triangle that depicts red color? What is red? Fire? Yes, you all get that right. It is fire. The fire that we all require in our life. What does the attribute say? It says it is cash and liquidity. This zone is the one that gives you the cash flow, the liquidity that is required. Yes, the element is definitely fire element. The color, like you all know, it is red in color. What is the shape? Any guesses? Anybody who can guess what is the shape of a fire? So it's triangular in shape. Yes. What is the next zone? It is south of southeast. Yes, right after southeast you have south of southeast. What is the color that it shows in the picture? It is red in color. Yes, that definitely means that the element, color and the shape remains the same. The element is fire element here, the color is red and the shape remains triangle. Now, what is the attribute? The attribute says it is power and confidence. The power, the confidence that you get to do any work, could be probably your day-to-day activities, could be anything where you require a lot of confidence in life is governed by this particular zone. How do you remember that triangle is the shape for these zones? The southeast, southeast and the south, they all belong to fire element, right? Now just try to recall how does the flame on the candle looks. It's a little broader down and it goes up like this. So yes, that's how we will remember it is triangular in shape. What is the next zone that we have? We have south. South is right at 90 degrees from north. Yes, right opposite to north is south, right? You all know that. Let's move further. What is the attribute of south? It is relaxation, it is fame. Yes, south gives you all the fame that you require in life. Any work that you do and you get criticized for, definitely there is an imbalance in the south, and you get praises for the same work and there is balance in the south of the house. Let's move further. The element remains the same, that is fire element. The color again remains the same, it is red in color. The shape is triangle in shape, like you can see in the picture above. It's been shown. The triangle that you can see there shows red in color. Yes, that is south. What is next? Next is south of southwest. Yes, right between south and southwest you have south of southwest. What is the color that it shows you in the picture? It's yellow in color. Yes, that definitely means that the element changes here. After fire, you have earth element. Let's understand what is the attribute of south of southwest. It is wastage and expenditure. Is it a negative zone? Not really, but yes, if imbalance is here, there is going to be a lot of wastages in the house. It could be wastage of your energy, it could be wastage of your money, probably anything that just goes off and you don't get anything in return. What is the element? Element, like we spoke, it is earth element. What is the color? Like you can see in the picture, I have shown it is yellow in color, right? So earth element depicts yellow color. What is the shape? The shape is square. Let's move to the next zone. What is it? It is southwest, right? And what is the color that has been shown to you in the picture? Yellow color. That definitely means that the element, the color and the shape remains the same as south of southwest. What is the attribute? The attribute says that it is the zone of skills and relationship. Let's move to the next zone. What is it? It's between southwest and west of your house. Yes, that definitely means it is west of southwest. What is the attribute here? It says it belongs to education and savings. I am very sure, since you all are learning a new topic and you have all come here, it definitely means there is balance in the west of southwest of your house. Let's move further. If you can see in the picture, it shows it is gray in color. That definitely says that the element here changes. West of southwest belongs to the space element of your house. Okay, the color that I have shown you in the picture is gray. It is also white in color. Let's move further. The shape. The shape is circle. The circular shape. Anything that is round in shape belongs to west of southwest. What's the next zone that we have? Yes, you're all right. It is west. Exactly 45 degrees from south is your west. Now, what is the attribute of west? It says it is profits and gains. Yes, don't you think anything that we do in life, we want profits out of it, we want gains in life? Yes, west governs these. What is the element? Like you can see in the picture, the color remains the same. It is gray in color that I have highlighted it in. It belongs to space element of our house. The color remains the same. It is gray and white in color. The shape is circular. What's next in line? We have west of northwest. West of northwest is the zone that is in between west and northwest of the house. What is the attribute? It says depression and low mood. Is it a negative zone? Probably yes. I would say you should not be spending too much of your time there. Whenever you find a person who is depressed in life or who is slipping into depression, definitely must be spending a lot of his time here in this zone. Probably they sleep in this zone, probably they spend too much time here. So I would say you need to avoid this zone in the house. Let's move further. The attributes that we have discussed, it is depression and low moods. The element remains the same. It is your space element. The color, like you see in the picture, is gray in color and it also is white in color. The shape remains circular. What do we have next? We are talking about northwest now. Northwest, what is the attribute? It says banking and support. All the support that you want in life. It could be support of your family, it could be support from your friends, it could be support from your banking institute, belongs to this zone. Yes. What is the color that this belongs to? So here in the picture you can see it is yellow in color, but northwest is a combination of earth element as well as space element. Okay, we'll discuss about this further when we go in detail. Let's move further. The element is earth element as well as the shape, space element. The color again is the combination of both, that is white and gray as well as a bit of yellow in it. The shape remains circular. What is the next zone that we have? It is north of northwest, right? In between northwest and north, you have north of northwest. What is the attribute of this zone? It depicts sex and attraction. A beautiful zone for the couples to have their bedrooms in. What is the element? It belongs to water element. Since it is towards the northern side of your house, the element comes back to water. The shape, yes, it remains the same. It is wavy shape. The color that you remember is blue and black in color. That's it. So we have discussed all the 16 zones here, the attributes, the elements, the colors and the shape. Before we move further, I want you all to by heart these attributes because they are very, very important. Without understanding these 16 zones, it would get a little difficult for us to move further. So probably you could write it down in a pictorial form, take down notes, understand what elements are these, what are the 5 elements, which are the zones that goes to which element. Say for example, north of northwest, north, northeast and northeast belongs to water elements. The next that comes into picture is east northeast, east and east southeast. These belongs to air element. Southeast, south of southeast and south, this belongs to fire element. Next is south of southwest and southwest, which belongs to earth element. West southwest, west and west northwest, this belongs to space element, and the northwest as well. So this is how I want you to go through once. Probably write it down, understand what are the 5 elements, how are they divided into the 16 zones, what are these 16 zones, how do you connect them to the elements, what are the shapes, colors and rest. Only then we will be able to move further.